Okay. Part 2. I have no idea how I'm editing this, but that's future Mr. Altamira's problem, not current Mr. Altamira's problem. So take that, me. Alright, dot plots, frequency tables. Boy, I hope I uploaded this in the right order, or this is going to come out kind of wonky. Dot plots and frequency tables. Am I actually doing dot plots and frequency tables? Are we? Is a frequency table necessary? Yeah, I think it is. But for something different. Alright, so a dot plot. This is a blank display of data using a number line. Not quite sure what this could go. A dot plot is a good representation, simple representation, a simple display of data. That could work. Doesn't have any tricks. Let's see. Use the information below to create a dot plot. It says, quickly survey the room of the following questions. Mark the results in the table below. How many screens does your class... Oh, boy, I should have proofread this. This is not really possible. That's not how that's going to work. But, I mean, I can just kind of, like, go off the top of my head and take some guesses. Number of screens, like TV screens or whatever, that you guys have in your homes. I'm guessing probably nobody has 0. Maybe we have like a couple who have 1. We have a few who have 2. We have several who have 3. We have like only 2 that have 4. We have a whole bunch of people who have 5. We have a few who have 6. We have a few who have 7. A few have 8, we have a few who have that. Yeah, that's kind of what that would look. This is kind of what a frequency table would look like, and this isn't so much used for dot plots, this is more used for histograms. Because you would get this information and then you would decide, okay, where am I setting up my histograms? If I were making a histogram from this data chart, for example, we can get rid of that frequency table. I would do, let's see, probably 0 to 3 as one setting. So that would go here. I would then do, let's see, 0, 1, 2, 3, that's 4. So I would do 1, 2, 3, 4. My next one would be from 4 to 7. Then my next one would be 8 to 11. That's what my table would be used for. That's not what they use this for. That's fine. That's why I'm making this video, is to clarify what in the world these worksheets is talking about. Number 2, okay, this one's a little bit better. It's talking about the length of a green iguana, a number of inches. Okay, how many iguanas measure greater than 15 inches? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Easy. What is the most common length of a green iguana? 14 and 16 inches. And this would be considered the mode. And I think I've mentioned already, the mode can have more than one answer. So for this one, for example, we would have 2 modes, 14 and 16. How many iguanas measure between 14 and 18 inches long? I'm going to assume that they are not including 14 and 18. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now if I include 14 and 18, that answer is actually going to be, I think, 13, if I include this and this. Moving on to the next page. A frequency table is a simple way to blank how often something happens. This would be tally or count. When you're making a frequency table, in these examples, they just want you to tally up the grades in order. It's very good to organize data when you put things from least to greatest. So start with 70 for this person's grade. How many people got 70s? 1, 2, 3. Okay, how many people got 75? 1, 2. How many people got 80s? 1. How many people got 85s? And this is kind of all that goes into it. It's just 85, we've got 1, 2, 3. 90, we have 0. 95, we have 1. And that's all that there is to it. These are not used in this way. I'll show you a good frequency table or interval chart once we get to histograms. But you could really kind of do without frequency tables. These are not typically used very often. Moving on, back to more useful stuff. This dot plot represents energy efficiency ratings in homes in a community. Let's see. A, determine if the following statements are true or false. The total of 18 homes were rated. Let's check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That is false. That is not true. That's false. Exactly half the ratings were greater than 66. Interesting. Well, there were 20 just then, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's true. The most common home rating was 66. That is false. It would be 68. Complete the blanks below in order to make the statement true. The number of homes rated 58 to 64 accounts for exactly blank of homes. Let's see. 58 to 64. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that'd be exactly 6 out of 20 of the homes. The number of homes rated greater than 70 accounts for about blank of the homes. Greater than 70. 1, 2, that'd be 3 out of 20. 3/20ths of the homes. 50% of the homes were rated at a score of less than what? Well, it just said. Exactly half was greater than 66, so guess what? Exactly half are going to be less than 68. That works out perfectly. There's the halfway mark. Haha. Moving right along. Except, I think this was the next and final page. Now, for this last page, I'm just kind of going to leave it out there for you to practice. Dot plots and frequency tables really don't require all that much practicing, so if you want to give this last page a skip, feel free to. This is not usually anything that students have issue with. Frequency tables, like I said, these do not come up. I don't think they actually are a part of our curriculum, but they're in this handout, so I figured I'd go ahead and tell you about them. Dot plots are by far more important. So if frequency tables seemed a little baffling to you, don't worry about them. The dot plots are what we're going to be focusing on. There is one more thing I should warn you about with dot plots. If you are making your own, you can never leave blanks. Even though there wasn't anything at 10, even though there wasn't anything at 12 or 18, you can't skip them. Having no data there is very important. So, when you are making dot plots, if you are in the position to make them, do not leave blanks. Very important, and also don't skip count. Not usually a good thing. That's all I had to say about dot plots. Next up is part 3 for histograms.